Hey VC, it's me Roger back with another video. As promised, part 2 of my recent finds. Last video I showed brand new records. This time I'm going to show used records, antiques. But first, another new record came out this last week. This is the new record from Verma, and it's called Sunrunner. On Trouble in Mind Records. This is on clear vinyl. It's playing in the background. The download is playing in the background. We'll see if I get in trouble. Yeah, I got turned on to these guys by Dave. Sequoia Flame. Their last record, Coltan, also on Trouble in Mind, came out last year. Really, really good, spacey, instrumental, post-rock, I guess. So this kind of took me by surprise. They're singing, this female vocalist, and much more driving rock kind of thing going on. Yeah, really cool, but not what I was expecting. So yeah, the rest of these, haven't been digging that much. I bought a lot of new records, but I haven't tried to rein it in. I don't know. But you know how it is. So I got a few things. Nothing really exciting. Nothing real expensive or rare or anything like that. But this is a cool find. This is Eric Dolphy's Outward Bound on Prestige. This is actually, I think, probably a 70s reissue. It says distributed by Fantasy there at the bottom. It's super clean. Has a nice paste-on jacket and it sounds great. I love those 60s, early 60s records. There's like Outward Bound and Way Out. To my ears, doesn't sound all that out. It's just beautiful stuff. Great band with Freddie Hubbard, Jackie Byard on piano, George Tucker on bass, Roy Haynes on drums. Yeah, very cool find. Another cool find, you don't see this around very much. This was Miles Davis's last album, actually released posthumously, finished up posthumously. Doo-Bop. Warner Brothers from 1992. We're well into the CD era, but so I never owned this. I was wary of it at the time, but it's kind of interesting the direction he was headed in. Hip hop beats production, but it's too bad he didn't live to, see it through, because there's some kind of embarrassing vocals and stuff on here. But his playing is remarkably strong. You wouldn't know that he was on death's door. Anyway, glad to have this on vinyl. This is an upgrade for me. Billy Cobham's Total Eclipse. Not a rare record, but the jacket's in really nice shape. Usually, there's lots of ring wear on this. This is really nice. Vinyl's really nice. Killer band with John Abercrombie. Record Brothers. Yeah, cool fusion album on Atlantic from 1974. There's another cool fusion record I used to own. It's the Stanley Clark self-titled record on Nemperor from 1974. Yeah, great band with Jan Hammer, Tony Williams, and Bill Connors. Yeah, this is great fusion. Kind of flashy at times, but you can play like that, I guess you might as well. This was a cool find, but it's not really my bag. This is Tommy Flanagan with George Mraz and Al Foster. Giant Steps in memory of John Coltrane. It's on a cool label. It's on the Angel label from Germany. Where is this from? 82. And it's beautiful jacket and beautiful pressing and impeccable musicianship, but just a little too straight ahead for my taste. I don't know. I might give this to someone who would appreciate it more. I don't know. It's a beautiful jacket, though. Now, some of you might laugh. Some of you might actually, I know some of you know this is no laughing matter. But I saw this for $1. I thought, okay, what the hell? This is Andreas Vollenweider, White Winds, Seeker's Journey. This is on CBS from 1984. A little bit of a stain on the back, but otherwise near mint. Vinyl's near mint, and you know what? This is a really nice record. Kind of new age, kind of soft, kind of light. But for what it is, and if I'm in the right mood, it's just the thing. I'm gonna look for his other records, including that one with that terrible picture of him on the cover. Yeah, for $1. Was excellent. This is cool to find. I kind of collect these guys, but they're hard to find in good shape. This is Mandrill, solid. It's on United Artists from 1975. These are funky party records, and whenever I see them, they're trash. And this is in really nice shape. It has a nice matte textured cover, and aside from a BB hole here, really mint. This is a little bit later. Traces of disco coming in. I don't know. I dig these guys a lot. Really fun record, and a really nice copy of that. Another along those lines. This is George Duke's "Don't Let Go." It's on CBS from 1978. There's definitely some disco touches here, but damn it, he's such a great player and singer and composer. I like this. This is great. And it's also got a timing strip, and it's a white label promo. Nice. Really nice condition. Yeah, I dig it. Now, I'm not the biggest Santana fan, but I do kind of like his first, 8 or 10 records. This is one I've been looking for, but again, hard to find in good condition. This is Orgaletta on Columbia from, oh god, where was this from? '74. Big year. Some of this cool foil cover, and usually it's trashed. So I was psyched to find this just sitting there in really nice condition. And it's I think it's a follow-up to Caravanserai, which is one of my favorite Santana records, very jazzy. This is along those lines. Really cool. Glad to have that. Yeah, I guess I'll show this now. This is a hip-hop record. This is LP's I'll Sleep When You're Dead. From 2002 on, God, what is it, the label? Just Ux. 2 LP. I kind of knew about LP from his work with Matthew Shipp in that Blue series on Thirsty Ear. So when I saw this used, and it was dirty, but it cleaned up nicely, I thought, what the hell? And it's a really good, heavy, political hip-hop record. Yeah, not the kind of thing I'm going to listen to a lot, but I'm glad to put it in my, growing collection of hip-hop. This is a super common record, but again, hard to find, not trashed. For a couple bucks, I was happy to fill in this hole in my Moody Blues collection. This is A Question of Balance. It's on Threshold from... not sure, 70, 71, something like that. And it's not perfect, but it's not trashed. It's a Gatefold. Yeah, I've talked about, because I've been looking for these. Well, I now have those, like 8, first 8. Those first 8 records are great. I wrote them off when I was a kid, and think thanks to Derek talking about them, I picked these up. And they're great psychedelic pop music. Cheers, everybody. Just a few more. Now, I have to admit, I was pretty psyched to see this. This is The Cure, Happily Ever After, on A&M. So this is U.S. Release from 1981. It collects their two British records, Faith and 17 Seconds, or 17 Seconds and Faith. Wow, this is a really important record to me back in the early 80s. I had this. I even had British copies. There were a bunch of Cure stuff at Grimey's. Beat and kind of expensive. This was a little pricey, but in really nice shape, and it's really my favorite Cure, by far my favorite Cure records are those two records, which have kind of a cohesive sound to my ears. They sound like they belong together, maybe because I grew up with this packaging of it, but yeah, really good stuff. It hasn't dated like a lot of their stuff and a lot of other 80s stuff. Here's another 80s thing. I'm trying to fill in my collection of X. This is Wild Gift. It's on Slash from 1981. Third record, I think. This is a classic. LA-based early punk, American punk. I don't know. I have to be in the mood to listen to this stuff. I was way into this stuff back in the day, but I was more into the how do you put it, arty end of punk. This is, to my ears, sounds very roots based. Very rockabilly and punk. Yeah, but what am I saying? This is a classic record. I'm super happy to have this. I think I now have their first 4 or 5 records, and it's one of the things. Maybe that's enough. In any event, I couldn't just leave it sitting there. This is one I've had on CD for a long time. Never had the vinyl. This is the original Ciccone Youth, the Whitey album. This is the original on Blast First. When did this come out? Like 1991 or something like that. 92, 91, I don't know. Yeah, I was psyched to see this because I have a lot of Sonic Youth stuff on vinyl and never had this. And when it came out, I remember thinking, oh, this is another kind of jokey record like that Master Dick thing. And it kind of is. It's not really all that cohesive. It's kind of key because they got Mike Watt involved right after D. Boon died. The Minutemen got him involved and stuff, and some of that stuff's on here. Kind of a precursor of what they would start to do with SYR, their own label, in the late 90s, early 2000s. Frankly, I think Sonic Youth got to be better musicians. They're not quite able to articulate what they're going for here. It's still a cool record. Only Sonic Youth could do this. Finally, another record I used to have. This is the DB's Amplifier. Castle, UK, pressing from 1986. This is a compilation from their 2 albums. Yeah, I don't know why I sold these. Well, I do know, but this was cool to find and have again, listen to again. There's some great songs on here. The DBs were part of that 80s Winston-Salem scene. Chris Stamey and those guys. Mark Holsap, I think, is the other guy on this. Yeah, great pop rock stuff. Should have been as big as REM, but what are you gonna do? Cool to find out. That's it. Less than 15 minutes. Cool. I hope you enjoyed. Not real exciting, but you know, records are cool. More to come. I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.